Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. One of the cameramen just said to me, break a leg. Now, I'm out in California all this week. I don't know how they mean that, in the show business way or break a leg or I'm going to break it for you. You know what I'm saying? Hooray for Hollywood. Not so much. Why Hollywood is being kicked out of California, and not in the happy way. Plus, why progressives think that your kids are smarter than you. This one will make your blood boil. And who really runs the U.S.? You ain't the boss of me. Really? Let's follow the money trail. A lot to do. Let's go. Hello, America. Do you ever feel like sometimes you're becoming your grandfather? You know what I mean? You kids today, you just don't get it. We used to sleep on razor wire pillows and eat nails for breakfast, and we liked it. Yeah. Sometimes I'm thinking like I'm becoming my grandfather. Other times I'm just thinking, nope, I'm just grumpy today. But let's be honest, kids are pretty stupid. I mean, no offense, but we've all been there. Come on. Think of yourself when you were 18 years old. Be honest, you would have joined the Save the Tibet Club if you knew it would have helped score chicks. Am I right? Yes, I am. Because I know it's true, because you also would have joined the Bomb Tibet Club if the chicks were there. You didn't care, you just went where the chicks were. Lenin had a phrase for people like these. They were called useful idiots. I think a lot of our 20-somethings are becoming useful idiots. One of those useful idiots seems to be Meghan McCain. She's John McCain's like totally awesome like daughter, and she was like, oh, waxing like poets or something, like ideas and ideologians or something, like US or whatever on The View. It was so wicked awesome. Here she is talking about the Tea Party movement. Let's watch.
It's innate racism, and I think it's why young people are turned off by this movement. And I'm sorry, revolutions start with young people, not with 65-year-old people talking about literacy tests and people who can't say the word vote in English.
Yeah, she's right. I mean, what do those stupid 65-year-olds know anyway? I mean, Megan, you're kind of right. Old people are dumb. They don't start revolutions. She's actually right. The youth are the ones that start revolutions. But they're usually used and targeted by older radicals. It's not Meghan McCain. I don't have a problem with Meghan McCain. There's just a pattern here with progressives. And she identified herself on that broadcast as a progressive Republican. The youth of America are being hijacked. I want to show you something from barackobama.com. Blood, I have to warn you, may start shooting directly out of your eyes. It did mine when I first saw these clips. Watch.
It's extra important to advocate for your beliefs, and your family will still love you, even if they don't always agree with what you say.
I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. My family is a traditional Korean-American family, and we're first generation.
Well, my family is not very political at all. It was always up to me and my brother explaining what was going on to my parents.
Oh, okay. All right, well, maybe that's just that one chick. But that's kind of disturbing, just a little bit. Why, in this video from barackobama.com, do children have to explain things to the adults? Well, kids, come closer to the TV set. I'm going to tell you a secret. Your parents don't get it. You see, it's not enough now for the kids to disagree on something and discuss it. Oh, no, no. Mom and dad are stupid. They believe in that crazy, like, Constitution stuff. They're so old school, you know? All of us in 10th grade with all of our big wisdom and big brains just sloshing around in our heads. I mean, they don't have any brains anymore. I think it goes out of their ears when you're sleeping on your pillow for so long. You get it. And the president says, you must educate your dopey parents. Watch.
Lots of my friends' parents probably aren't going to vote because they're all really busy. So my friends and I all work really hard to get them to vote and register. So my cousins and I have to talk to them about why we as the future generations really need Obama as the president, we start out easily and just start saying, so, watch the debate, and then we'll say, well, we really think that what Obama or Biden said about energy is really important because we need to start fixing that now before it will be too late.
It's more of like sitting down and having this, it almost feels like a parent-child conversation, except I'm the parent and they're the child.
Wow. It's a parent-child relationship, except the parent is the child and the child is the parent. This is incredible. The message the president is sending to families should be one of healing, building the family up, helping the parents raise their children. One where the child honors the father and mother. Where have I read that someplace before? Oh, you know what? He might have learned that if he had listened in church. Apparently, he didn't listen for 20 years. Honor thy father and mother. Instead, we have the President of the United States encouraging children to have a sit down with your dummy dum-dum parents. Teach them a thing or two about the world. You know what I'm saying? Elect Barack Obama. Is it just me? Or am I the only one that thinks turning our kids against their parents to get elected is evil? Oh, I can hear the liberal bloggers now. Oh, Glenn Beck. Oh, that site has his name on it, but the president is busy. Robert Gibbs said he has nothing to do with it. Yeah, really? Roll the tape.
Today, I'm pleased to announce the creation of Organizing for America. Volunteers, grassroots leaders, and ordinary citizens will continue to drive our organization, helping us bring about the changes we proposed during the campaign.
We got lots of changes here. What responsible human being does this? What president of the United States does this? And I want to let you know, it's not just the president doing this. It's not just him. Here's Vice President Al Gore. We're the only show that showed this to you, I think it was about last January, a year ago January. Nobody else seemed interested in this. Here's Al Gore talking to middle and high schoolers around the inauguration last year. He didn't realize microphones were on. He just thought the cameras were off.
There are some things about our world that you know that older people don't know.
But he does, and he's older. Unless he's got into a grow big machine and he's actually only 12. You see the pattern here? Those stupid older people, like mom and dad, they just don't get it, you know? Again, is it just me? Even if you agree with Al Gore and global warming, even if you agree with healthcare, Joe Biden and what he said at the debate, as a parent, as an American, doesn't this bother you at all? These are our children. They are being used. They're being taught songs in school and everything else, but now they're being turned against the dummy dum-dum parents. We are already crippling our children by not teaching them the realities of life. As they grow up, no, instead, everybody gets a trophy. It doesn't matter if you aren't even any good. You win. Everybody's a winner. It wasn't always that way. At least my papers were graded in red ink. I remember, because I was traumatized. I still wake up at night. No, I'm not really looking at that red ink anymore. No, the politically correct purple. Yeah, that's what everybody gets now. I turned out fine. Okay, I'm not a good example, but there are people that turned out fine that had their papers graded in red. Being allowed to fail has always been an aspect to growth. If we never experience failure growing up, well, how do you succeed? If we don't get coached through our failures by those stupid parents of ours, how will you handle failure when it inevitably catches up with you in the real world? Failure is a part of life. Oh, wait, that's right. Our kids will be part of a system that's too big to fail. There won't ever be failure. Won't that be great? Now, I don't want to hurt your kids' feelings, by having winners and losers. No. We've got to get a study out there somehow or another, a study on the purple pins and the stresses of our kids. Studies. See, that's where that all comes from, isn't it? These studies, they tell us, hold your child's hand through childhood. Treat them like they're a peer. Careful, don't let little Johnny get a mental boo-boo anywhere. No, don't let him fail. Didn't used to be this way. People used to use common sense.